Hi everyone, it's Miss Hannah
and Miss Deb,
and we're filming a pre-recorded bar for you guys, so you could use this at any point at home while we're all in quarantine.
It's going to be basically a beginner intermediate. It's going to have some of the stuff from our online class that we did.
Yeah, from the Instagram Live, and then, but also if you're one of the more older kids or more advanced, like it's totally okay to touch back on basics, but also we'll have ways that you can spice it up a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Modified versions for you guys.
So yeah,
here we go.
Here we go. Okay, so to start us off, we're gonna do floor bar, which is a little bit different, but I feel like it's good to focus on a few different things, especially when you don't exactly have the space, or maybe a bar. This is a good thing that you don't need any resources, you just need the floor, which we all have. So, Miss Deb is going to be my demonstrator for this. I'm going to talk through this a little bit. So we're going to be sitting straight up, right on top of our sis bones, like in our bottom. Yeah. So right on top of that, you want nice posture, and you can hold your arms out as a little bit of an extra push. Yeah. So we're going to start with feet parallel flexed. Yeah. We're going to roll through the toes. We're going to turn out. Then we're going to keep that turn out as we flex our feet and then rotate from the hips to parallel. We're going to do a few sets of those. Let's do 4 sets. Yeah, so this is number 2, and flex, and up, and then again, this is 3, rotate, flex, up, nice turnout. And last set, forward, rotate, out, up. Now point, but now we're going to reverse it. So now we're going to flex up, rotate, keep that turnout as you point and parallel. Again, flex, rotate, point, and parallel. 3. This is the 3rd set. And 4th, last one. Rotate, point, and parallel. Cool. So now I'm going to have you lay on your back, but let's rotate to the side. Yeah, so here, lay down.
Here we go.
Yeah, so now, there you go. So now hold your arms in first, and you're going to do the same thing, but keeping your lower back and your shoulder blades really pressed into the floor, and hold those arms strong. So this is basically as if you were standing up and doing this. Yeah. So we're going to start in parallel flex again, same thing. Really, if you can, do you have hyperextended legs? Okay. No, because I was going to say, if you have hyperextended legs, you're going to want to have the idea of when you flex your feet, have the heels come off the floor. Yeah, so you're really working through the entire backs of your legs and getting all that stretch, yeah? Through your hamstrings, your calves, all the way down to your feet, yeah? So let's start flex parallel. There you go. Cool. Ready? And point, rotate out, turn out from the hips, keep that turn out, and parallel. Again, this is 2. And rotate, and out, and up. 3rd set. Rotate while pointing, flex, and up. 1 more, and point. Rotate, and flex, and up. Cool, so now reverse it. So out, and point, parallel, flex it up, and rotate, point it, parallel, and flex. This is the 3rd set, right? Out, yes, and point, parallel, and up. Last set. Keep that. You should feel the burn by now. And up. Good. Now for our last set, you're going to go to your stomach. So when I go to the stomach, I like to hold my arms in sort of like a goalpost on the floor. And then sort of like bend your elbows. Yeah, there you go. So like you're going to be here. Okay. And just keep your head slightly off the floor. You don't necessarily want to arch your back or do anything crazy. But you just want to keep it to where your head is going to be in line with the rest of your spine. Yeah? So when you make sure also when you flex your feet here when they're in parallel, that you want to lift up through. So the whole bottom of your leg should come up. Yeah? And not necessarily on your demi point unless that's all you can do, but you can move a little bit. Yeah. You want to be able to get above the floor if it comes to it, yeah? And then you can keep that rotation, and as you point, you can let that lower, but as you flex, make sure you really let that lift, yeah? Want to do that? Here we go. Ready? And here we go. Flex, rotate, and point it, and parallel. Again, flex, rotate, point, and parallel. 2 more. Flex, rotate, point, and parallel. Last set, flex, rotate, point, and parallel. Let's reverse it. So let's start in flex again, yeah? Here we go. And rotate, and point, and parallel, and up. Again, rotate, and point, to parallel, and up. Rotate, point, parallel, and flex. Last set, rotate, point, parallel, and flex. Yeah?
Woo.
So that's what we're going to do for floor bar. Feel free that if you want to do more sets than 4 on any part of, whether you're on your stomach or on your back or doing the sitting up position. But yeah, that is just a little bit of more of a workout where you don't need the bar as much.
Yes.
Here we go.
Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is plies, of course. Get our bodies nice and warm. Miss Hannah's gonna demonstrate as I go.
Yes.
So we're gonna take it from first. It's gonna be a little port de bras, of course, 7 and 8. She's gonna take a dummy 1 and 2, straight in 3 and 4. Grand. Pushing our heels back into the floor as soon as possible. And she's gonna take a port de bras down.
Turn your feet to
Oh yeah, we're going parallel.
Yeah.
And over. You're gonna hold it for a second. Make sure you drop the opposite shoulder down. And roll up, turn out, and back to second, okay? And then the same thing, 1 and straight, and 2 and straight, and ground. Now this one, we're just gonna take a port de bras into the bar, making sure our hand and our head is in line as we come up, like a string is attached, and we're gonna go tendu, rond de jambe to 4th. Same thing, 1 and straight, and 2 and straight, and grand. 6, 7, and 8, away from the bar. Same thing with the hand connected to the head. Bring it up, middle, open to 5th, and 1 and 2. Connections, right? Shoulders down as we grand, knees out over the toes. This one we're gonna go back. Now make sure, same thing, our stomach is engaged still. We don't release it as we go back. We keep it nice and strong. Shoulders, head, arm, all in line, okay? And we're gonna take a susu. We're gonna balance for an 8 count. And then demi détourné to the other side. Okay, here we go.
the combo is the same as we did on the Instagram Live if you tuned into that. Yeah, so I will explain it and Miss Deb will demonstrate. So we're gonna keep the arm in second the whole time, okay? So the arms, when we prep, they're gonna go out and then from first to second, hold in second the whole time, yeah? So it's tendu front and in, you're gonna go out again. It's gonna turn in parallel and then out to bring it back in. After that, we go out, put the weight on it, lift it back up, back in, and for the last set, we're gonna go out and work through the feet, through your demi-point. Don't sickle and make sure to push that heel forward, yeah? That's front, side, back, and side again. So side, we're gonna close front because we're doing 4 sets. Then turn in, turn out, back to the back, yeah? Out, flatten, come back, close front. And then for this last one, we're gonna go out and then work through the feet, yeah? To the back. Do you wanna face this way to demonstrate the back, yeah? So once you tendu's back, it's gonna be back and in. The next one's gonna be out, rotate in. As she rotates in, we explained this on the Instagram Live. You wanna make sure that it's over the big toe and you're not sickling that foot, still pushing that heel forward, yeah? So back in, yeah, oh yeah. Now, then we're gonna flatten, yeah. Come back, close, and then out. Still work through the feet just the same, maintaining that turnout, yeah? And back in. So that's back, and then the same thing side, except the only thing that's different is you're gonna close back first instead of front. Everything else is the same, and in, out, flatten, up, close back, and then work through the feet. And then let's end in a coupe hold this time, up and releve. So come through susu, and then draw that leg up through passe, yeah. Through passe, pushing that heel forward, and then if you want, which we prefer, you let go of the bar and try and figure out where you're falling. And if you fall, that's okay, yeah?
Find your center. Squeeze your muscles.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Dégagés, which means to disengage. You want to think of pushing off the floor. It's not just like I want to see it strike, okay? It needs to disengage off the floor. Think of like a missile. So we're going to do a little combo, nice and easy. Focus on keeping your hips squared as you're doing this, tight tummies. It's going to be 7 and 8, same thing, our arm is going to stay in second. If you're a more advanced dancer, feel free to do, your arms. Otherwise, tight arm in second, no elbows, nice strong, okay? So it's going to be 4 dégagés to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, and second, front, back, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and second. 1, 2, 3. Susu right into the other side.
So that's 4 front, side, back, and then on the last side, you're gonna do 3, which means you're gonna change every time. Yeah? So it's not gonna be like the first side where you're not switching on the first one. Yeah? You're gonna switch each time. Cool? Yeah. So we're going to start in 5th position with the right foot devant, and devant means front. Good job. So we're going to start with right foot devant. We're going to bring that front as we plie the supporting leg, bring that arm to first. As we bring that around in the rond de jambe with the plie, we're going to straighten the supporting leg and open that arm out. From there, we'll take that again through and open. From here, you're going to do 3 rond de jambes à terre, and à terre means on the floor, so make sure to keep that. That's 1. 2, arm stays in second, this is the last one. 3, hold to the back, and then we're going to close derriere because we're going to reverse it. So as you reverse it, same thing, plie the supporting leg, but you're going to bring your arm up to like a high 5th as you bring it around. To do it again, we're going to go through, plie the supporting leg as you straighten, bring it around, and then 3 à terre to en dedans. 1, 2, and 3, hold front, and then we're going to finish, we're going to plie to susu, and then draw the leg up through retire to passe. Try and hold here for a little bit, and then we'll close and dégagés to the other side. Cool? Here we go. Here we go.
So now we are on to grand battements. We can do it with our arm, and then my more beginner, intermediate students can do our arm in second for this exercise. So I just want to touch base. When we do this, you can either do 45 degrees if you want to just keep it kind of low, or you can do it 90 degrees, which would be, yeah, you're demonstrating that. So 45 degrees, because I always like to say, like, if you want to stay low and make sure your hips and body and everything is in line, that's great. I don't want to see it like get so high that you let everything out. And then 90 degrees would be right there. Okay? So here we go. So it's going to be 7 and 8. It's going to be 1 and 2. You're going to go out, fondue, which means to melt. And then back out, tendu, and close. Second is going to close front first. So second, and back, out, fondue, front, out, and back. Derriere. 1, and 2, and out, fondue, really melt, and tendu down. Second, and back, first, then front, and out, fondue, back. Let's take a susu.
Yeah.
Other side.
Yeah. Also, be sure that when you're in second position that you're keeping the arm in front of the leg.
Yes.
When you're bringing your leg to also cone, we don't want to keep it in front. We don't want any weird arm action, yeah? So keep it behind, make sure.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, cool, good.
Good
Here we go.
job.